Stately cars and motorcycles were lined up in the Octagon, ahead of the Dunedin to Brighton Vintage and Veteran Car Rally. Before they were waved away by Mayor Dave Cull and expertly described by broadcasting legend Dougal Stevenson, many vehicles drew curious questions from fans, particularly this 1905 motorcycle. Its owner, Dave Hastings, explains how he rebuilt the pedal-assisted bike from a collection of parts.
Sort of over a year and a half tinkering around and talking to people and finding out what's supposed to be where and how they, because a lot of these things, this one I don't know what it had been used for, but a lot of them have been used for other things. Anybody had an engine that got used for all sorts of stuff. So a little while just sort of sorting out what to do and how to do it, and all part of the fun.
It's the bike's second Dunedin to Brighton run, and it got going after a little help from some friends. While this beautifully restored piece of working art once belonged to Ollie Latham, who received it as a gift when he was a teacher in the Ida Valley.
Called garage one day and we were talking old cars, and the garage owner said, "There's one out the back you can have." And I said, "Where?" He says, "I'll go out that door and you'll see it in the gooseberry patch." So I did, and there was one huge wheel sticking out of the gooseberries, and I thought, my word. So I dashed back inside and I said, "I'll buy it." He says, "No, you can have it." So I rushed down the road and borrowed the tractor and took it home before he changed his mind.
He sold the vehicle a few years back, but its current owner invited him to be in the rally, as Ollie Latham is celebrating a significant birthday shortly. Keith Moore of the Octagon Vintage Car Club says this event is one of the oldest veteran car rallies in the Southern Hemisphere. And he outlines the difference between vintage, veteran and other cars.
Up to 1919 is veteran, then from 1919 right up to about in the early 30s is the vintage, and then you've got post-vintage and so on and so forth.
For some, it was a case of everyone and the dog in the car. Two of the vehicles in the field of 36 had to retire hurt, but Moore says it was another successful run. Darryl Baser, The South Today.